Let's go.
Golden State had a good game. No. What's up? What's up? It's the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You catch us on Spotify, Facebook, and Twitter. Right? It's Twitter,
YouTube too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
YouTube.
6-1. I'm
win.
surprised. I'm surprised. I mean, we was down pretty much the whole game. To me, see, I've been known. All right, I'm getting a reputation of this Ben hater. Everybody, says I don't give Cuddy no slack. He did some things well tonight. I told you I'm gonna try to take it by game basis. He is what he is. I realized that he did some good things. His defense looked good. He got some rebounds. I mean, he's going to get rebounds because he hovers around the basket a lot, and he's tall, obviously, so he's going to get some boards. I mean, my thing is, he was a little bit aggressive. I mean, he missed some easy shots at the rim. This is why I say before when I told you, I said he's not even a finisher at the basket. I'm surprised for his size and his athleticism. He doesn't finish well at the basket. He don't. But, it is what it is. He attacking the basket. He's aggressive. That's a positive. But big man came through again. I mean, Tobias stepped up, but ultimately this team lives and dies on Joel Embiid. If he don't ball, we going to lose.
Absolutely.
That's how it appears to be so far. Go ahead, tell me you just say something.
Yeah, I just want to jump in. Y'all know Ephraim is the ultimate Ben hater with a compliments to
No, I think Ethan worse than Ephraim.
That's it. As like I said, and Ethan is up there. But what I gotta say is Ben might have to be benched a little bit, sat down.
You see how better the offense look with him
because
out?
on offense,
I don't see what is this you talking.
Wait, let me get my point out.
Let
me get the point. It's not that he's angry. It's not that he's a bad player. It's just he's not shooting. He literally is not shooting during the game, and that's hurting us. And so, if you're not going to shoot the ball,
he is hurting us to the 3-1 record. You're right.
It's if you're not looking at the big picture, as an analyst, you're supposed to be able to look at the big picture.
I am looking at the big picture.
No, he's not.
We know that he wasn't shooting. This is where
it's going to hurt you in the long run.
Doc Rivers told y'all from the beginning he's not worried about him shooting.
That's not good. He doesn't know him yet. We know him.
Evidently, he do know him because he said he ain't worried about him shooting.
First of all,
I'm a big fan, Ben fan. I rock with him. But I need to see some progression as far as taking shots that are open. Just take them.
Why are you believing?
I would like to see it too, but
Tim,
my thing is,
Wayne, why are you believing that?
Hold on, you just talked for 5 minutes.
I'm asking you a question. What? Why are you believing that? Why are you believing that?
What?
Believing
because
that?
All I can go by is what he said. This is what he has said multiple times. This is what Ben Simmons gave before he even came to Philadelphia. He said, this is what Ben Simmons is. I like to take players and what they do well and incorporate my system around them. Now, would I like to see Ben Simmons stop and shoot? Yeah, I would. I would like to see him shoot more. But if he's shooting and bricking, what difference do it make? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, I get it. I would like for him to shoot more. I would like for him to shoot better. I would love all that stuff. But right now, this is what he is. Tim's coming under that, like he's a Ben fan, and I get it. But he's coming in under this guise of Ben's going to shoot. You can't go into it looking like that because he's shown that he's not.
No,
at this point,
Tim realizes what me and Ethan been saying is coming to fruition.
That's my dude.
Hurting the team.
Did they win? Did they win?
It's more than that.
Did they win?
Wayne, is more than that. You gotta. It's more than that.
More than winning games.
No, it's more.
You was the same dude. You was the same dude saying
short-sighted.
It's the same mentality y'all had until we ran up in the playoffs and get knocked off by Boston, get knocked off by Toronto, and one of the
Ben Simmons wasn't in there against Boston.
When he had 1 point, yes, he was.
Oh yeah, when his second year in the league. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and his game hasn't changed. His game is exactly changed. And it's my point. He's the same player. His game has not changed.
He's a better defensive player because just like Ethan wanted to hate on him. Look, Siakam hit a shot, but then he ain't say nothing how Siakam came down after that. Then he missed a shot. Then Ben punched his shot. Then Siakam got 2 fouls. So we want to give all that.
Listen, let's stop overrating certain things.
What
about? Oh, he's a great defensive player. Stop.
He's good defensive
player.
Be honest.
Basketball is really a team sport, and he has Embiid a stopper in the middle. So let's not overrate First of all,
at the end of the game, he shut down.
Let's understand.
He shut down Patrick.
They said Kobe was a great defensive player. He always had a center in the middle of that team. They said the same thing about Bowen was a great defensive player. He had Tim Duncan and David Robinson. That's
when
what.
Hold on. When you look at the Sixers team and you understand how it's built, you understand in order to get the most you can out of Embiid, he needs to be surrounded by players that can shoot and spread the floor. And Ben is not one of them. Ben makes it harder on players. When Ben jumps and passes, he's still standing there in the lane. Get out the way. He has nowhere to go.
Embiid struggled with 29 and 16. You're right. My bad. He struggled with Ben in the game.
This game was tough to win.
On the floor.
A lot of it. He was. Never mind. Stop. So I guess B was in it. Ben was on the bench all game.
We're not saying that. I'm not saying that.
He just said a lot of that was when Ben wasn't in the game.
We also got props to another person who struggled a lot with Shake. Shake was off today, so we won this game just off of.
Thanks
to Tobias finally did what he was getting paid.
Tobias and Embiid showed up.
No, and you got to give Curry some props because Curry hit some big baskets.
And I'm telling you, I like him down the stretch.
They took him out down the stretch, didn't they?
No, I'm talking about the very end. Yeah. They brought him back in because Shake was struggling. Yeah, and I like he delivers at the end of the game.
1 for 4. He hit the one that counted, I guess.
Who's that?
Danny Green. I'm still not sold on this offense. I'm not.
I would like to see improvements too.
I gotta give Doc a little more time to see what he can create with this offense. I'm not so. It didn't look fluid. It took It took us a lot of scrapping to get back in this game, but we got back in the game, won the game. That's what counts.
He was getting killed on those high screens by Toronto, man.
And will bog down any offensive set that you try to run.
Toronto was killing from 3-pointers early in the game. They was just hitting that. They worked the ball around, and that's another thing.
They was open looks too, though.
But that's what I'm about to say. That's another thing. That's one of the things I actually watched the Toronto broadcast. I wanted to watch it from I like to hear the opponents talk and how they view a team. So they were sitting there talking. For one, they definitely said Ben Simmons made his difference when they put him on Siakam. Siakam struggled more because Siakam was cooking early. But they also mentioned how they made a good point. And they said how Toronto has been a team that's been together for all these years. So they are crisper in there, and you saw it in their ball movement and even in their team defense. And it was saying how they were even mentioning how Doc is still a new thing with Doc and these players, but you can see the talent that's there.
Yo, I gotta get a props to my man, Lowry.
That's my man. I love
that's
Kyle.
Philly's own.
I do too.
You got
only because he's from Philly. First of all, Ethan like him because he play like Ethan. He's a hack.
He do play just like Ethan, like a real
all that hack and stuff. Like this boy just be running, then flop. Then wait a minute, you can't say you like Lowry, but you hate floppers because he's one of the biggest floppers. Oh no, Ethan like floppers. That's right. He like Brown.
I don't like floppers. I like ball. He's scrapper. He do all the dirty work. He does anything he needs to do to win the game.
To win the game.
I respect that. He a Philly baller. He a Philly type baller. But
notice they went on that big run.
He'll shoot the ball.
They went on that big run.
What'd you say, Ethan?
If he needs to shoot the ball to win the game, he'll shoot the ball.
He shot a brick tonight when they was coming down.
I still got a couple.
You're not concerned that Ben Simmons had 10 points at halftime and finished the game with 11. That doesn't concern.
As long as I already told you, as long as we win, I don't care what he scored.
All right, but Wayne, and then Ethan, you could jump in. But Wayne, the field. Remember, we said even if he's don't shoot, we have to see some progress with free throws, and you're not.
What he shoot?
That's a concern.
Shot 62% tonight.
Well, that's about the same as last year.
That's not good.
That's my one. Go ahead. I mean, listen. Outside of, I'll say this. I'm going on record to all the Bulls who say I'm a Ben hater. I am. Ben is trash. I'm more concerned. I'm not concerned with Ben. To me, honestly, Ben needs to be traded tomorrow. I want Hart and I want Ben going. All right, but moving on from that.
So what else you trading with Hart with Ben because you're not getting it straight up?
No, yeah, I'm trading. I do the one.
What are you trading that they're going to want to trade for?
I mean, what were they asking for? I think they were asking for a number 1 pick, Ben, and I heard what's the bull name? Thibault. It was Ben Thibault, I think, a number 1 pick. And something
throw
like that.
Danny Green in there too. Don't Danny Green.
Yeah, just give them all our trash, and they're gonna give us back the. Possibly the best shooter in the game.
Let's be real. Let's be real. A lot of these dudes are easier to replace than a James Harden. He's one of the top 5 scorers probably to ever play the game. And you talking about I want to hold on to Shake. Like, come on, bro.
Because
stop.
if you empty multiple spots, then you still have to replace those spots.
Listen, you got
be the same way we was when we had a top-heavy team and no bench.
You ain't have a top-heavy team like B and Harden.
Yeah, being Harden. That's scary.
That's the
I agree. Team. Listen, I mean, and this is my point I'm getting at though. Joel Embiid, I'm still not impressed. He had 29 points, right? This bull shot literally probably about 5 to 6 3-pointers.
No, it was at least 5 because I think he was 1 for 5 at one point.
Why are you out there jacking threes? He was set from the field. He was actually 40. Let me get the stats. He was 41% from field goal. You're 7 feet tall and you 41%. He only got his points real up the line. He went to the line. He shot 14 for 16 from the line. That's why he ended up with 29 points.
I'm gonna disagree. I think Embiid, he was our money man today. He was.
I mean, outside of his 3-pointers, he was 6 for 11 from the floor.
He was balling. I gotta give him. We struggled when we went out. I was scared.
I'm not. Who shoot more threes? Him or Joker? And he about 4.
Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. I'm cool with him. He excel inside. Why you're wasting shots? You're wasting attempts by jacking up these threes. I'll give you 2 to 3 a game because you can hit them on occasion. Once you start 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for, why are you still shooting? Like I mean, this is very annoying to me. I've been saying this for a long time, and everybody been saying this. I know the game is a little different. I understand that. You got big men shooting threes more. That's fine. You are the biggest dude in the league. It shows that you went to the line 14 or was it 16 times? 16 times you went to the line. So they can't stop you.
Well, part of the problem was
he may not have shot great from 3-point line, but he was really good tonight.
Part of the problem is the shooters
too many threes bails the defense out.
Did you see Tobias? Tobias called. Y'all see Tobias called the play. He went and talked to Embiid and said,
"Yeah, you saw that pass."
Yeah.
And
he was like, "Yo, this," and it worked because we couldn't do
nothing. To the inside, I'm gonna drop
At that point, we couldn't do anything with Toronto, and then Tobias. So that was a good leadership. It was nice.
I mean, hopefully he turned in the corner because we need him to earn that money that he's getting.
Maybe B and Toby need to run more pick and roll plays.
Yeah, that's what it was. Not him and Ben.
Well, that wasn't even a pick and roll play. That's the whole thing. That wasn't even a pick and roll. It was a high low.
It was a high low play. It was exactly. And he called it, and you could see it like, yo, this is the play we gonna play. Yeah. And then and it worked out perfect.
Yeah, Tobias was 11 for 20, 55% from the field. I mean, Tobias balled out. Like he finally earned his keep so far.
You saw what he did today, though, more than I think he's been doing. Remember, I was saying when he was with the Clippers, a lot of what he did was off the dribble pull-ups. And that's what a lot of his shots came, like that in-between game. Instead of feeling like you got to go all the way to the basket or shoot a 3, like he would pump fake, step in, and then stop and do that stop pop. And I think that's his best shot.
To be honest, I think he feels like he has to do more. You know what I mean? He's feeling like he has to do too much on the floor. And I think you got to take some of that away because even at the end of the game, he bringing the ball up because Benny want to get fouled. So I think we got him doing a lot too much thinking.
Yeah,
you got to take some of that thinking away from him.
And again,
Doc I don't think it's too much thinking. I think he feels pressure to have to shoot those threes.
He just need them. He need to knock some down. But
Doc said he don't. Doc even said he don't want him thinking too much. Doc said that in his press conference.
Mm-hmm. Ben was 27% from the floor, and just one other thing about Ben before
27%.
Ben Simmons. Ben was 27% from the floor. And the crazy part.
We know he ain't shooting nothing but layups. So.
But that's the thing. Like,
you tried it. You try to be slow, and then so when I get your opening, you trying to go. Be good. Be good. All right,
I'll leave Ben alone. Another point about Bede, then I'm gonna leave Ben alone. Another point about Bede.
Yeah, we won. We leave him alone. Now the other night we didn't get on here. I was ready.
Yeah.
Y'all was scared to get on. Y'all ain't want to get on because y'all knew it was coming.
No, I mean, listen, it was because they lost. But this my whole thing is. He still put up the same. Now that's the part I couldn't even dispute you. Honestly, I can't even argue with the point that y'all are making about his offensive game. My whole viewpoint on is, first of all, I give his defense better credit than y'all do. But my whole viewpoint on is this is what I expect from him. The 16, I expect that from him. So, and it's the shame of it is he should be able to put up more when Embiid is not in there. He should do more. So, now, I mean, I agree with y'all on that.
That I firmly agree with. When my thing about Beat, I think Beat would even be more of an effective scorer if he would stop pump faking so much. He has to be a little bit more decisive. And I said this last year too. If you watch even how the Joker play, and Beat to me is way more talented than Joker. I just think Joker is more skilled. I think he's more proficient. I guess I want to say that.
I don't agree all the way about that pump faking part though.
I think he pump fake too much.
Joker don't even take that many bad shots like.
But you know what? You know what the pump fake does though? The pump fake is a way of freezing the opponent. Like I'm saying, like even at that face up with that at the face up, it's like if you pump fake, it's like it still lead them like, all right, is he going to shoot? Is he going to drive? So they got to kind of play it a certain way. Now the problem I will give, like you said about last year, is he's so slow and deliberate. Like after that, the move, like that first step is like real long and slow. So, but
yeah, see, my thing is you allow other defenders to come in and then change your shot trajectory and all that kind of stuff like that. Like you just, it's like if you watch a King game, and I think he need to go back to getting trained by a King, because I remember when he did that before. If I'm not mistaken,
King used to throw a lot of pump fakes down low. Though.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It was
a move. It was a move pump fake. It was a pump fake, and then it was a move. He would hit you with the dream shake, then hit you with the boom, and go right into a move. B hit you with the pump fake and still don't know what he want to do. I'm like, you gotta have an offensive rhythm to your game, and that's what he does not have right now. I think he needs to work on that. But
is Aaron Baines the next Paul Gasol when it comes to the kryptonite for Embiid?
No, Embiid scored 29 points. What are you talking about?
Nah, that's why
he scored 29
Embiid went out the paint.
From the line.
Embiid went out the paint.
It wasn't from
Aaron
the line.
Baines was giving them that work down low.
It wasn't just from the line. What is y'all talking about?
He had 14. He had 14 points from the line.
I think that's
because if you can't stop him when he inside and you hacking him, yes, that's what happens.
He got bailed out.
No.
Yeah, all right.
Stop. Why? Stop. Beat.
Yeah, all right. All superstars. Most superstars.
I think at the beginning, for some reason, they wasn't running a lot of offense through Beat. I don't know what was going on with that. Toby had what do you have, 9 points in the first quarter or something, and Ben had like 3 or 4 missed layups early. So they wasn't running a lot. They wasn't running a lot of the offense through. Hold on. Let's get into something. Somebody said, and it bothers me a little bit, you want to trade a ball stopper that don't play D for Ben. What do you gotta you have to have a give and take. On they just left a message. You gotta have a give and take. You talking about 30 points right now. What he played 2 games, so he averaged
30 points and 8 assists. I mean, he gave rebounds and assists too.
Yeah, Harden give you the whole package. I mean,
I don't know.
Listen, if they gonna trade me straight up, Ben for what? I'm taking it in a heartbeat.
I don't know why in Philly we overrate our players so much. This guy has to be the most overrated player in the
Mark,
league.
Can you turn the TV down a little bit?
Nah, say no. Turn the TV down. I can look at.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Mark?
What's going on? Yo, man. Hey, how you like that game?
How you like
coming back? I like the coaching down the stretch too.
Yo, listen, man. I was so fed up with them boys at the beginning of that game, man. I mean, even though, Toronto was hitting them wide open threes, ain't that what we got Danny Green and the Bulls set for? Ain't that what we got them for?
The hit wide open threes.
I'm just saying, that's what we got them for, right? To knock down them threes, right?
Yeah.
That made me kind of upset with them. And then Ben still, not Ben, but Embiid still can't pass out of a double team.
Yeah, that bothered me a little bit too.
I will say this, Mark. For their defense, they didn't have a whole lot of open threes.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's true.
They had enough.
Because Ben Simmons, because they cheat off of Ben Simmons.
No, it ain't because they cheat off of Ben.
No,
listen, at some point you got to get Toronto had like a number 2 defense last year.
It wasn't that. But you know what too though? I'm gonna say this. I don't know why when the double team comes, whoever's man it, why don't they cut through the lane? Why they don't never cut the lane? They just stay out there and then he
Ben's
gets stuck.
standing there in the lane already. Ben's already there.
But he should know to get out of there then. He got to get out of there.
Listen, let's be honest. If you watch Ben, after he passed, where does he run to?
He runs to the middle.
To the
dunker spot. He went right there. So what are you going to have? 4 or 5 people in the lane?
But see, I think that once again, Doc got to tell him to get out of there then. Got to tell him to get out of there.
And then Ben did it. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead, Mark.
And then, now with Ben, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was listening to Doc's interview, and I understand what he's saying, that don't worry about what Ben do, but you have to worry about it because it affects what the team does.
No, he said don't
to
worry
me.
about what don't do.
No. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about what he done. But to me, it affects the team. Like, you have to be a presence on the court so other people can, play their game too. If you don't play a game where you're helping out the team, what you doing?
I agree.
You hurting everybody else's offense.
Listen, I get y'all knock on some of the things on the offense, but I do also see when he steps into the lane and draws a crowd.
Thanks, Mark.
Now, the only problem is you got, like y'all say, you got to make them layups and you got to make your free throws.
Yeah, y'all got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Good win.
It was a good win. It was unexpected. It's going to be nights out there where we're not going to shoot well. And Doc said that in the beginning.
You're right.
He says it's going to be as long as we get that W. And it's only, again, what's this, their 4th game together?
It's a long season. It's a long. You can't expect to blow everybody out.
But I'm not going to go too hard.
Let's hold on. Let me make this clear with Ben. My problem with Ben is, I said this a lot of times, I haven't seen nothing different since year 1. That's my problem with Ben. No improvement since year.
No improvement offensively. No improvement offensively. You mean?
In nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere.
No, let him go. He said nowhere.
Stop.
I'm
not defense don't count with him.
I'm not gonna hate too much on Ben.
I see no improvements anywhere.
But he has to do better.
Okay, hold on. He might have got a little stronger because you always showing pictures of him working in the gym.
You got anything before we roll?
You right.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my man Steph Curry. Everybody, it was a lot of doubt going on to Steph Curry this year, saying he can't carry a team by himself. He won't be able to score.
Where did he carry him at?
And so far, I'm just saying, I'm just seeing an early shout out because I see it coming. Like I said, I project ahead. So right now they 2-2. They just won again.
Well, he was 0-2. You wasn't shouting out Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm. No, I knew he was gonna get it together. I told you. I said he's gonna get it together. He did. He got it together. He shook the rust off. He actually had 31 tonight. So, he in his bag. He still got to find his Robin. You know what I mean? He's still looking for his Robin.
What are you averaging for the season? No.
All right. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification on YouTube. We out.